So National Park Service observes the blossom throughout all of the stages, and peak bloom is when they have their sample that gets to above 70% of that sample all bloomed up. And speaking of like bright, cheery blooms, look at all these awesome people who came out here. Everyone's swinging by the Tidal Basin. We made all these friends out here. Hi, everyone.
Well, the cherry blossoms blowing up. The Park Service announced at about 3:30 this afternoon was peak bloom here in BC at the Tidal Basin. These cherry blossoms every year drawing in tens of thousands of people. You can see it is packed down here, absolutely packed. There are people everywhere, and Park Junkie's happy to be out here among all the folks enjoying the cherry blossom bloom. You can see cars for miles. We're going to continue over here to the south side of the Tidal Basin, get some shots of the monuments. This bridge right here, one of my favorite crossings, because you can see out here you've got a spectacular view of not only the Washington Monument, but the Thomas Jefferson Memorial right there. My man TJ. All right, here we go. So I have done a number of walks around the Tidal Basin before, but I have never seen it quite this busy. There are literally, I don't know, 10,000 people out here. The traffic coming in was absolutely insane. I'm just riding over from the Capitol, from Capitol Hill.
I was like, I work with them.
And I get here and this place is absolutely packed. Park Service just announced about 3:30 this afternoon that these things were popping. So yeah, everything down here is popping. You got food trucks everywhere. You got a hip hop band playing over here. You've got cherry blossoms blowing up and monuments to see. So this is your nation's capital. Get out here, check it out. Just flowing with the flow of traffic here, headed over right now to the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial, which is just over here. It's one of the newer memorials here in DC, probably about 10 years old now, I guess, something like that. But yeah, you can see, just looking back there, let's fix that. Oh yeah, there we got Washington Monument right there, 555 feet and 5/8 inch tall. Boats, cherry blossoms, MLK. Right back in here. We're gonna head over there now and check out that scene. I don't know. Luckily, we don't need a reservation for this one because we would never get it. And right behind me over here, the monument to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. right there. All right, so for those of you out there that like commenting on the Park Service requests for comment periods, there is a comment period open right now from the Tidal Basin. Quite often this area floods, and you can see that the waters crest over the top of the Tidal Basin wall, flood out the trail here, and it leaves all this mud right in the middle of the sidewalk here, which leads around the Tidal Basin. Park Service is currently requesting public feedback on how to deal with this problem. So if you wanted to provide some comments to the Park Service about this, you can do so over at the National Mall website. You can go through a link there. I'll provide a link in the description below. So if you've got a theory on how the Park Service should deal with the Tidal Basin flooding annually here, you can jump over and do that through a link in the description below. All right, well, this tree right behind me here, a testament to a long, hard life. Look at this thing. Somehow still hanging on, blooms as beautiful as ever, but it has to be in its final stages out here. It's enjoyed a nice view on the Tidal Basin, but man, look at the trunk of this thing. Look at how it's hollowed out. This thing has to be on its last leg. I'll be keeping an eye on this one in the coming years when I come back to visit here, just to see how this old tree continues to weather the years here as it looks out over Washington, D.C., the Washington Monument, and of course, Thomas Jefferson Memorial as well. There it is. Yeah, right there. Look at that. So as you can see out here, gang, it is the time to be on the Tidal Basin in DC here at the National Mall. It's another one of our national parks that you can come and explore. Again, if you want to provide feedback to the Park Service about how to better maintain this wall, they're asking for public feedback. So that's the purpose of this news update for you folks out there in the land of the YouTubes. So, sun setting on the scene here in DC today, a productive day in the city up on the hill. Another tough day on the hill, but I do think things are moving in a positive direction, and we're going to continue fighting for public access to public lands. This right here, one of the many spots here in the United States that you can come and enjoy, thanks to the fact that we have these lands set aside for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. All right, gang, so it is an incredible time to be here. It's spectacular. I've actually never been here for the bloom itself. I've been in the area numerous times when it was just about to happen, and then of course after it had happened, but today, spot on. I was here in like an hour after it popped off. So, super cool experience. Happy to have been here in the capital right here in DC for the cherry bloom here in 2023. Now, Park Junkie's here to get some things done, but it's always nice to get out and enjoy the scenery while you are on a mission. So we're going to continue working to meet with our representatives and let them know what we're thinking, and we're going to continue to enjoy the scenery at the same time. So I'm going to continue my stroll here around the mall. Get back to the bike, go take it easy for a while, but it is spectacular to be here at this time. Super happy I came out for this. I was thinking about running on home, but I said, hey, might as well stop by and check out the show, and I'm glad I did. Absolutely spectacular. The blooms are perfect right now here in DC. So come and see it when you can. I'm going to check out, y'all. Peace.